Hey guys, welcome to another car with one video. This is an in-depth tour of a 2012 Ford Territory TS. In this video, I'll give you a full run of this car, show the exterior, the interior, a couple interesting features of the car, and so on. Let's get straight into it. The model you see is the facelifted version, so this is the which they did from 2010 onwards. So you got these different style headlights you can see here. I'll just put my hand here so I get through the glare. Standard halogen headlights, as you can see here. And you can see you got this nice sort of aluminium looking finish on the grille there. TS gets a little bit more chrome. You can see on the lower portion of the grille here. You can see you got a little bit some chrome on the fog lights there, and you got the sort of silver aluminium style finish on the lower portion of the grille. In terms of the specs, an engine is about 2.7 litre 6-cylinder engine, produced about 140 kilowatts of power, and this is a manual 6-speed automatic transmission, and the one you see is a rear-wheel drive. Indicators mounted to the side to just show you the standard wheels you get on the TS version. These are fitted with the Goodyear Frontier tyres. In terms of the tyre size, they are 18-inch tyre. You can see there's quite a lot of tread over here. I'll just switch to a wide angle lens to get a better look at the wheels here. And I'll step back and get a better look at the side profile of the Territory. Give a quick glimpse of the interior before we go later and show you a more in depth the rear. 75 litre fuel tank, diesel. In terms of range, I think 1,000 kilometers, minimum of 600. And this is the rear of the Territory. So being the updated version, you can see they got the little different style tail lights like that, opposed to the oval tail lights they had before. This one being the diesel TS. You can see there's also something called door and glass. Over here it says door, and on the other side says glass, which I'll show you what that means in just a moment. So switch to a wide angle lens, get a better look at the rear. The braking light over there, 4 parking sensors into rear bumper. You can see you got a genuine Ford outlet in case you want to put a trailer, and looks like you got a tow bar as well. Independent rear suspension, full size spare tire, so very nice. So I'll just show what that does. So glass, if I press this, this actually lifts the top portion here, which is very cool. I think a lot of cars should have this sort of thing. And what that does means you can actually put items over, so you got some shopping, quickly drop them straight here. And this actually folds down pretty flat. And then I don't want to do it full because it locks in place, but then you can see you've got some quite large boot space there. And you can see that opens nicely like that, and you can see you got some nice storage on the side. This car was quite a game changer back in 2003 when it first released. There was nothing like this car on the market. Now there's so much competition, but at the time it was a real big deal. And this one says door, and then this opens the whole tailgate, which is kind of good because sometimes you want to quickly put some quick items inside. You don't want to put everything inside, which I thought was pretty cool. Got these hooks here on the side here. Got a power outlet over there. This is nice. Pretty solid. Got vents. I don't know if those are actual vents or what they are, but yeah, pretty cool. I think they would have, it would have been nice if they put some, for the third row seating, they had some air conditioning vents, which I don't know if they do, but overall pretty nice. Pretty nice stuff you can see here. You can see over here. Let's go around here, so some people going in between here. So here's the interior of the Ford Territory. The one thing that surprised me the most about the Territory is how much cubby storage you have in here. There's a lot of storage on the sides here. There's also a handle you can slide out and you get some storage there, which can hold a maximum of 1 kilo, which is actually really cool because at that time cars didn't really have much storage in 2003. It's adjustable handle here for large drinks. It's really incredible. So really, it's a shame how Ford went out of business in Australia, but they really had some great potential. They should have sold this overseas. So yeah, so I'll just do this again. Have a field intro. So the intro looks kind of pretty much it looks exactly the same as the what you call the Ford Falcon, actually the FG series, because when this came out in 2003, it pretty much has the exact same series interior as the FG Ford Falcon, which I thought was quite interesting. So let's see, towards the front you have some standard gauges, nothing special. Fuel gauge, temperature gauge to the left, speedometer, you got your rev counter over there, and then you can see you got a fuel gauge on the right there, and this digital display displaying 135 kilometers. So wiper controls left, and these indicators lights over here, and your headlight controls over there too. So you can see on the side here you got your volume controls, your volume plus hands-free over here, and modes, and this is all your cruise control. And it looks a little bit cluttered, but that's kind of how they're placed, but you can reach them pretty well. You can see you got this perforated leather wrapped steering wheel, which is nice, and it's got some good grips on the side here, which I thought was cool. So everything you see here is hard plastics. Been nicer if it wasn't hard plastics, but yeah, it's overall got stuff like that. If I check out the vanity mirror, one here, got this light, and you got another one here, and a sunglass holder. All very nice stuff. If you look at the side door cards, you can see here it's got a little bit of this soft touch material, and you can see the switches feel pretty alright as well. It's very comfortable inside here, won't be disappointed. Got these air conditioning vents over here, and looks like there's a piece, some stuff missing in there, but anyhow. All your air conditioning buttons, AC, auto, fan speeds here, temperature over here, and your volume control here and stuff like that there. All your interior lights, locks over here. Got some storage in here with a power outlet so you can charge your phone. Something like that. And you can see your 6-speed automatic transmission, which is made from this vinyl, which is unfortunately peeling. You've got some cup holders here, which is nice. Lift this up, you've got a slot here, which I don't know what's that for, but that kind of looks like an old mobile phone holder from back in the day. Like you can fit like an old like Sony Ericsson or something like that. Coin holder over here, and USB port and aux, which is pretty cool. So you can actually play your music and stuff like that at the time when you're plugging, stuff like that. Handbrake, and really comfortable seats. I'm really surprised how soft these seats are. Now if you go for the titanium, you get these leather point seats, but these are some pretty nice seats you got going on here. Won't be disappointed. This one, being the later version, comes with this big screen over here. I don't know if this has been upgraded. This is a factory screen. It kind of looks like an aftermarket screen installed. I may be incorrect, but that is pretty cool. What's also cool, these came up with backup cameras with grid lines, which in 2003 was a huge deal. Was a huge advancement, because no cars had like reversing cameras. So this was like this car was just so ahead of its time. Like it had storage everywhere, which no car had in 2003. And it had a reversing camera. It had all this for, at the time, it was quite expensive, like 50-60 grand. But it was such a game changer in 2003. It's such a shame how this actually went out of business, and they had a few issues, the Fords, with the ball joint stuff like that. But it's just crazy just how much, just real stuff they had, really, Really cool stuff. We'll just have a look at the rear. Let's jump out. Now this surprisingly has a powered front, so this not really powered. It's you can just do this electrically, but the levers are all manual, which I thought was a bit weird, because if you can be bothered to put like a lumbar support, you might as well do the rest. But anyway, so that's just how what they've done there. So clips in the interior. We'll take a look at the rear. Controls for your windows here. Yeah. So I'm going for 16,999,999. Here's the third row. You can see here. Sorry, second row, and your third row over here, which we'll try later. So, like the front, you got these big adjustable handles here, which is kind of weird, because this, without that's going to really fall, so it would have made that a bit longer. But really good storage on the sides here. Really won't be disappointed. Soft touch material here. Soft touch in the door card. The floor is pretty flat, which is nice. And even for the rear, if I jump in here, you're greeted with this large storage over here, And you got these relatively small vents, so yeah, which I thought was weird, but you know, pretty small vent and a power outlet there. Some pockets here, which is good. And being the Ford, you had, I think, some kind of optional DVD entertainment system up there, which you can actually plug a PlayStation or something, which is pretty cool. If I lift this down, you have 2 additional cup holders, which is nice. And I'll just jump in the center here, just to show you. Designed for the Australian market, so plenty of space, you can see, for your feet. And I'll just show you the dashboard from the rear seat. It's pretty cool. These are built in Australia, and I think they're built, I don't know which factory in particular. I think it's in the northern suburbs. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they had a Ford factory here where these were built. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, shame they're out of business. Now I'm just gonna see how they open up the. Let's see if I can open the rear. I'll just put this on pause. Okay, it was kind of weird to open it up, but I just thought I'd just quickly show you what kind of space you're coming. But it's cool, this can actually slide. You can see out in and out. But this will just show you just the seats. But yeah, there's not really that much base you can see here, but you do have decent legroom, which I thought was pretty interesting. Good storage on the sides here, windows, and I don't know if there's a vents, but yeah, this is how it is. But it's very flat here. This little thin, skinny sort of seat. But overall, pretty cool stuff. And this is kind of adjustable. I saw this can be slid in and out. I'll just put this back the way it was. And I like how this can be slid forward and back to increase the legroom for the rear, which I thought was a nice touch. I think some guy was asking me if the floors were carpeted. You can see it's nice and soft, which is both the front and the rear. Let's have a look at this engine. If I can get it open. There you go. Nice, opened up with struts. Duratec DCI, 2.7 litre diesel. Some of them came, I think some of them came with a 4-cylinder. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I believe this is the 6-cylinder. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, there's the engine here. You can see here, airbox here. And some of the parts actually came from Germany. That's what actually really surprised me. This sensor here over here, which I thought was pretty cool. Continental. Huh. Didn't know they built ECUs and stuff. So you got your diesel fuel filter over there. You can see all your other electronics as well. Battery over here. Got your brake fluid over there and your coolant over here, which is also cool. It's just a cover over here, and this takes 5W30, which probably would take a bit of a thicker oil now because this car's quite old. But when it was new, that's what it took. So pretty cool stuff. A lot of room here, so it shouldn't be too difficult to change the belt, but you do have to undo a couple of these pipes to get in the way. But you do have some decent room there, which I thought sounded alright. Yeah. So walk around of a 2012 Ford Territory TS. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe. Take care, guys.